Alright, right now I have the macro joggled dimensions opened up in the macro editor. I'm just going to add 3 lines and modify 3 lines. What I'm doing here is I'm going to use an input box to prompt the user to enter the depth. And that value is going to be saved as a variable called depth that I'm assigning to right now. And I'm going to do with this also with the transition. And all the input box is a little message box that you'll see later on. And I'm going to do this with the distance to endpoint. So you can modify these macros to automatically prompt the user, and you can rerun these macros over and over so that you don't have to. It saves a lot of time trying to change the constraints. All you have to do is type in some constraints into a message box rather than going into the sketcher and try and find each constraint and parameter to change. So right now I'm just modifying length 1.value equals to the depth times 25.4 because we want inches. And so we're going to have to change this value also to 25.4. So all I'm doing is multiplying by 25.4, and I'm multiplying it by the variable that I'm setting it to in the message box. So I save that, and now let's run it. I'll close it and I'll hit run, and it prompts me. This is the input box, and it prompts me for a depth distance. Right now the depth distance is 1. I'm going to type in 0.75, hit enter. Now I'm going to enter the transition distance. It's 5. I'm going to hit enter. Enter the distance to the endpoint, 4. Once I hit OK, it automatically assigns and changes the joggled extrusion. And I have the updated joggle extrusion just by a mere 3 inputs. Now we can add this macro to one of our toolbars, and that way we don't have to go in each time and select the macro. We can just have it as a tool on our toolbar. So we go to the Commands tab and we go to Macro, and here we have the joggled dimension cat script, and we want to get the right toolbar. I'm just going to put it on the Tools toolbar, and all you do is you drag it onto the toolbar. Now somehow I got 2 of them there, and all we have to do is close out the Customize window, and we'll just run either one of these joggled extrusions now, or joggled dimension cat script. Now we close that out. We also can show the properties, and we can change the icon. Right now it's just an arrow icon. You can choose different icons, and probably and you can put an accelerator key on it, a hotkey. So we run it again. I'm just going to do a depth of 4 inches and a transition distance of 5 inches and a distance to the endpoint 10 inches. Now it shows that it needs to be updated, and I'll just hit the update tool, And there we have an awkward joggled extrusion. I'm just going to change it back now. So notice how easy it is just to change the parameters here, just by prompting the user to input a few values for the variables. Hit update, and we're back to our original dimension.